Will or should there be a first person mode in Just Cause 3? Love your vid, Super, you're awesome. Thank you, Colin, you're awesome too. And unfortunately it has been confirmed that there isn't going to be a first person mode in Just Cause 3, but do I think there should be? Hell fucking yeah I do, that would be absolutely crazy. If you guys would like to see a first person mode make an appearance in Just Cause 3, maybe after the release date in some sort of mod form, like the video right now, or if you think it just won't fit into the game, go ahead and dislike the video. I want a freaking first person mode. That stuff is just absolutely crazy. What's going on, guys? I'm SuperRebel, and today I'm going to be doing a Just Cause 3 Q&A. It was highly requested by you guys, and here I am making the video. I got a lot of questions to go through. I think we got like 13 questions. There was a lot more than that, but these were just some I gathered up for the first episode. Now, if you have a question for Just Cause 3, or you would like my opinion on something about this game, drop the question in the comment section below, and you might make an appearance on the next episode. I want to know if you think that there are enough vehicles, and do you think they will add more? Now, if you guys aren't already aware, there are going to be 80 vehicles in Just Cause 3, at least new vehicles anyway, and somebody did ask Christopher Sundberg on Twitter, why are there only 80 vehicles? Will there be more coming in the game updates? I'm just wondering, and Christopher Sundberg replied back by saying, each vehicle is completely different. We wanted that rather than 140 somewhat similar. So I think that it's actually quite a decent number of vehicles. And do I think they are going to add more? Yeah, I do think they are going to add more in DLC updates and stuff like that, but right now 80 vehicles, land and sea and even air does sound pretty decent to me. Are there going to be trains, and will the world function like a real one? Will you feel like you are in a real world, sort of like GTA 5? Now firstly, there is in fact going to be trains, and we did luckily get to see it in a gameplay trailer, so it is definitely confirmed if we got to see it in the trailer. And do I think the world will function like a real one? Well, yeah, because it has been confirmed there are going to be a ton of real stuff going on. So for example, let's say you're playing through the story and you have to blow up like a big tower, and then you walk past Pedestrian, the chances are they're going to be talking about what happens. So that part adds to that realism. And then if you go in terms of weather conditions and stuff like that, it's all going to feel like a real world. And an example of the weather conditions is thunderstorms and stuff like that. And if you want to take your boat in the sea or your jet ski or anything like that, you kind of have to pick your time, because of course when it's night time you're going to get waves and stuff like that, whereas during the day it's more likely to be a lot more smoother and stuff like that. So there, the world is just being a lot more dynamic, I guess you could say, and it's going to feel pretty realistic besides Rico grappling people together. Do you think Just Cause 3 will be delayed? Now this is probably everyone's nightmare. Hopefully no. At this moment in time we cannot officially tell if that is going to be the case, but from taking a look at where they are right now at this moment in time, it does seem there is going to be no delay whatsoever, but I guess it's still kind of early to say whether or not that's going to happen, because there has been so many games that say they are finished and they need to polish it up, but then they kind of delay it by a few weeks or something like that. But I really hope that isn't the case with Just Cause 3, and from the gameplay video they showed us, it looks kind of finished. I mean, I'd happily play it like that right now. It looks absolutely awesome. Do you reckon there will be car customization, and if so, how will they implement it into the game? Now, in terms of car customization, at this moment in time, I don't think there's going to be any sort of bodyworks and stuff like that, but there is still technically going to be some customization that you can have to your vehicle, for example, making it a lot more stronger. You can have that sort of hydraulic mod, sort of springy thing that we got to see in the gameplay video where he was just driving and then suddenly he pushed the button and the car literally jumped. That technically counts as car customization. So yeah, there is going to be car customization in the game, but only stuff sort of in the car, if that makes sense. So no stuff like adding rims to your cars, changing bodyworks, adding spoilers, etc, etc. What would the first few things you would do when you get Just Cause 3? I would grapple someone's foot to their crutch, and retract the grapple. That just sounds pure evil. And I'm glad that you're happy I'm back. I've been back for quite some time now, but hey, you just found me again. Now the first few things that I'm going to be doing in Just Cause 3, and this is a real list by the way, this is 100% going to be happening. So first of all, I'm going to get a monster truck, I'm going to grapple someone to the back of it, probably a few people, kind of like in a chain sort of thing, and then I'm literally going to drive it off the tallest mountain in the game. Then secondly, I'm going to grapple someone, and apparently there is a glitch in the game that the team want to keep in there, and basically it's something like the people's head gets stuck up their ass. So I don't really know how you go about getting their head to go up their ass, but it is a glitch, so I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to drive to the sunflower fields and draw a penis. But what are you guys going to do? If you know what you're going to be doing, let me know in the comments below. Is the HUD going to be something you can change? According to me, it looks really bad. Now you're actually not the first person to say that. I've heard a few people say they're not really keen on the HUD. Personally, I think it looks cool, I like it, and from what I can see so far, it does actually vary, so there's no official HUD. For example, when you are on foot, it's a completely different layout compared to if you are in your vehicle. Now, I do believe you're going to have an option though to either have it on and off, so let's go back to the vehicle. For example, you can have the option if you want your speedometer on or off, and then again if you are on foot, you can have that option to either have the HUD on or off. But I don't think you're going to have an option where you can completely customize the entire layout. You might be able to move a few things around but not make your own layout, if that makes sense. How lengthy do you think the campaign will be? Now, Just Cause 3 is a game that is literally all about the sandbox experience. The campaign isn't really important, but the Just Cause 3 team did say they are going to focus a lot more on the story in this game. In terms of the campaign length, I think it's going to be around 25 hours, probably at the least, or maybe 30 hours. Now that still might seem like a lot of time, but I'm going back to Just Cause 2 because the main story on average was about 17 hours to 18 hours, something like that. So if you think about that story and then how they want us to feel Rika a lot more within Just Cause 3 story, it's gonna be a little bit more lengthy, so 25 to 30 hours, but at this moment I am gonna go with 25 hours. It hasn't officially been revealed though. And if you're talking about extras, again going back to Just Cause 3, the main story plus extras took about 37 hours, and I actually never ever got 100% in Just Cause 2 because there was just so much stuff to destroy. There was a lot of stuff and it was really hard to get all of them. So the main story plus extras in Just Cause 3 I think is going to be a good maybe 60 hours or even more. I have no idea, but it's going to be really long. But at the same time, that is a good thing as well. Will you be able to interact with pedestrians like in Saints Row 2, and how will they implement this feature? Now, in terms of interacting with pedestrians, from what we have seen, there is going to be some sort of side mission, at least from what I can see anyway, where you see the guy in the trailer on the chair. I do believe that is going to be some sort of side mission where you will be able to interact with the pedestrian by freeing them, and then of course you can go ahead and free the town, and that I do believe is going to determine the way the game ends, so that's going to be awesome. What's your favorite vehicle you want to see in Just Cause 3? Now, I don't actually have a favorite vehicle that I would like to see, because the favorite vehicle that I wanted to see is already in the game, and that is the monster truck. I mean, when we saw that tearing down the highway in the gameplay trailer, I was like, holy crap, I just want to drive that right now, because monster trucks are always my favorite vehicle in open world games because they're just so cool. You can destroy a crap load of things with them and it just looks cool as well. What sort of Easter eggs, if any, do you think will be in Just Cause 3? For example, the hot air balloon or bubble gun in Just Cause 2. Now, there is going to be a ton of Easter eggs in Just Cause 3 and that has already been confirmed. What types of Easter eggs though, I have no idea, but like you said, in Just Cause 2 there were so many awesome ones. There was even a whale that was washed up on the beach. There was, like you said, the hot air balloon, which was super fun, alongside with the bubble gun. Now hopefully we do get a few of those old Easter eggs in Just Cause 3, and hopefully that really creepy guy in Just Cause 2, his name was the Smoke Monster I believe, or something along those lines, where if you went out into like this pretty much abandoned island, there was this creepy military dude who would follow you around wherever you went, and that technically counts as an Easter egg, and it was kind of funny. And then the Mile High Club, I guess that's another Easter egg. So Just Cause 2 was full of loads and loads of Easter eggs, so with Just Cause 3 there's going to be a lot more of them coming, and ones that I would like to see is maybe a few Just Cause 2 references as well. I think that would be kind of cool. What would be cool though is if there was a gun that literally blows people away, so you shoot them and they just go flying straight down the road or something like that. That would be really funny, and it'd come in super handy when you got the military on your back as well. Just run around shooting a pretty much air gun, I guess you could say, and then they just go flying in the sky and stuff like that. That would be absolutely awesome. But that about wraps up this first episode for the Just Cause 3 Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you got more questions, definitely drop them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already for more Just Cause 3 news, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. But till then, adios amigos.